Welcome, adventurers, to the Lucky Die. Other stories take place in our world, beyond those of our three main adventurers. The people they meet in passing had lives before, and, for the most part, will have lives after they leave them. This is one such story. We follow Sensa the ranger, Thistle and Clack the horses, and Sensa's mentor Proth Nyan as they continue a story that would otherwise go unnoticed by our normal focus. So today, we take a moment to hear their tale and learn what has become of our favourite ranger in training. And what befalls this brave young lad and the two horses from Falsam? I guess you're about to find out, as we welcome taking initiative in the first side story of The Lucky Die.
This game is a little bit different from what I normally run. This is kind of a bit of a scripted event, so it's very, very railroady. I apologise. I'm hoping to not make it feel like such, but it may be the case. You guys are playing the defense of Dalry. Dalry is a place to the north of Falsam, where our other team went through, found a relic, and then got teleported back to Falsam. Unfortunately, unbeknownst to them, they didn't actually clear the threat, which was the duplicate Cadens from within the mountains. So those Cadens, fake Cadens, are going on a bit of a rampage. You guys are playing Clack, Thistle, and Proth, along with Sensa. Sensa was the young ranger chap that the other team entrusted all their stuff to and acted as a guide up to the mine. Thistle is a nice, lovely tempered horse, and she's in fact just a horse. Clack was an elf who was also an asshole, and he got cursed into being a horse as his natural state. He's still a druid, he can still cast spells, and he can still transform, but his natural resting state is a horse. Thistle, Clack is an asshole. Proth is Sensa's mentor and has managed to catch up to his protege, who didn't actually tell him he was going off to guide this group of unfortunate souls into the mine. These four people, Sensa, the ranger, and the two horses, plus Proth, who is also an elf, are currently sitting outside of the mine, kind of, waiting for the other heroes to return. This is probably day 2 or day 3 at this point. So Sensa's about to leave, sort of about to go off with Balance's gold because, hey, there's only so long you're going to wait for, people who've decided to go down a mine, which is clearly haunted and will kill you. So you guys find yourselves in a forest about half a day's ride out from Dalry itself, which is just this small little village. And this is where we find yourselves. So do you guys want to say who you are and for Proth, what you look like? Let's start off with Thistle.
Thistle's going to be played by Drew. That's right. I was your favorite elf dad or whatever the fuck I was. I forgot what he's called.
Zelfar,
there we go. I am your favorite Zelfar, and now I'm going to play a horse.
Let's go on to Clack.
So Clack will be played by myself, Josh. I was also your asshole gold dragonborn. I will now be your asshole horse. I look like a horse. I sound like a horse. Of course. I am, just brown, black hair. There's nothing like super special about the way I look. I look like a goddamn horse.
I'm going to say real fast that I'm already noticing a pattern. I played everyone's favorite elf dad, and now I'm going to play everyone's favorite horse. You played an asshole dragonborn, and now you're playing an asshole horse.
I didn't pick those roles for you. You guys decided who you wanted to play as.
See, this just proves Josh is evil because he chose the asshole horse.
I'm going to bite your leg.
And finally, Proth.
So Proth is being played by me, Bucky. I didn't come up with anything, so I'm going to do this all on the spot. Proth is, I want to say he's about 5'7", 5'8". Decent looking elf. Good looking, gaunt features. Long silver hair that probably goes down to his butt. He's got scars. Probably a couple scars on his face. Lots of scars on his arms. And he's got what weapons? Okay. He's got a big old bow on his back, as well as a long green cloak. He's wearing brown leather armor, and he has pale purple eyes.
Cool. I'll take it. Good job, guys. I wish to apologize now. I do not expect any or many of you to survive this. Consider this almost the equivalent of the death rate you would expect in Annihilation. There are backup characters. I will release them to you once you have died. I'm not going to lie, this is not going to be easy. Okay, so you guys find yourself in a forest. It's coming towards the end of the third day, which Sensa has basically agreed to stay there and wait for them until. Now it's getting to the point where he's getting a bit angsty and thinking he should leave. We have the 2 horses. There is a small campfire set up, so I'm going to let you go a little bit, and then I will start interrupting and destroying you. Go ahead.
I'm looking for oats. Where are the oats? I want some oats.
I found the oats and I've already hid them.
Wow, you're so rude. I'm looking at Clack, and I'm like, Clack, where the fuck are the oats? Obviously, I don't say that.
No. You have horse as a language.
You're right, but I mean, I don't say fuck. I'm too nice for that.
Thistle is too nice.
Clack, where are the oats?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I hid them. I don't want to eat them. I actually, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I still haven't decided that I like you yet. Wait, I have. You suck.
Oh, you say that every time. And every time you change your mind.
I've never changed my mind. You are, you still suck.
We'll see what you say tomorrow.
That's cool. You know what's also awesome? These oats. And I started eating the oats that I was hiding under my hoof.
That's awesome. Sensa turns to his mentor and he says, so what do you think the horses are talking about right now? They seem very happy with one another. What's his neighing?
I would assume that they're having some sort of heated debate. They are quite smart. You should listen to your horses. They are quite smart fellows. Animals can sense and perceive things that we necessarily might not be able to. So I would assume, if I had to assume, I would assume they're talking about something rather intelligent. That's what I would say.
So it's like maybe politics?
Politics sounds about right, yes. Yes, horse politics, yes.
Interesting. All right, I'd like all 3 of you to make perception checks, please.
Perception?
Sure.
I don't have dice and I'm using the thing over here. Bam!
Oh, fuck. I got real.
Hey, there it is. I got an 18.
23.
Oh, damn.
9.
Okay. I always have the problem where I put the character sheets over the wrong place. I'm also an idiot.
That's okay. I'm looking at this character sheet. I saw prone, I saw stunned. It combined, and I'm like, is there a stat for stoned? But it's not that.
There should be one.
There is in this world. Yeah. Okay. So everybody who got over a 15, you hear the sounds of footfalls. Probably. If it's under a 20, you get the sound of a couple of footfalls. If you got over a 20, you hear 4 footfalls, 4 separate people walking. It's definitely humanoid. You can just tell from the way they walk, their gaits, their sounds, the way that they break the leaves. You're pretty sure they're 4 humanoid creatures. For everyone below a 15, you don't really notice anything. They are trying to be quite sneaky.
I'm stopping mid mastication of this oat flavor in my mouth, and I look up at Thistle, and I go, she's not even saying anything. I'm like, shut up, you stupid horse. There's people. And I turn over, I go to the other individuals, and I start nudging them and kind of looking towards the other way. I'm trying to guide their...
My head's already looking over in that direction, and I go, Sensa, shh. There's people approaching.
And then I clop my hoof on the ground 4 times.
Do you think that means there are 4?
I do think that's what it
I
means.
nod my head.
Yes. I do believe that means that there are 4 people coming. As I said, good horse senses.
Smart, but he's also a dick. He kicked me in the chest.
I give the look of like, you know, when you, like as a human, you kind of raise your hand, you're like, nah. I do that with my hoof. I'm like, nah, not the right time.
Clack, I will expect apology for that later. For now, there are people approaching. Shh.
What you see, the 2 horses and Sensa would recognize the person in the lead. The person in the lead is a young man that you would recognize as being Caden. I'm going to let you ride the 23, was it that you got?
Yeah, 23.
The 23 that you got, you can't see exactly where the other 3 are. They're just kind of trying to stay in the shadows as the sun is beginning to come down, sort of. But you get the feeling they are all oddly the same height, oddly pretty much the same build. Unfortunately, Proth and an 18, you don't pick up that detail. You just know that there are other people in the shadows, and you can just see this young man approach. And Sensa like tugs on your arm in a very childlike manner, despite the fact that they are a fully grown elf. It says, it's Caden. Caden, come here, Caden. And Caden walks over very slowly towards you. His hands are slightly raised. You can see that he's wearing armor that is slightly roughed up. That's all you can really tell at the moment as this person makes their way towards you.
I'll look out towards him and say, stay right there. Don't move any closer. Who are you with?
I am with my companions. Sultana, Ral, and Balance.
I shake my head.
As soon as I recognize it's Caden, I trot over because maybe Caden has some oats.
As you get closer, take a perception or investigate, insight, anything you think you can justify to me right now.
I'm gonna say insight. Animals have some insight.
Okay.
They do.
I honestly don't remember what proficiencies
there we
are,
go.
if any.
Look at that. What's that number, Drew? Drew, what's that number?
I'm gonna tell you, I got a 4.
Oh, look at that. You got a 4.
This is definitely Caden. Caden is standing before you. His intent is to just tell you that he's here and to give you all the oats in the world. He clearly has much affection for you.
I'm gonna rub my head against Caden's hand.
For those of you who aren't the really rather trusting Thistle, you see the Caden with his hands slightly in the air, look down and look kind of concerned as this horse begins to rub its head against him, and you just see him pat it on the head very gingerly.
This is very out of character for him, yes?
Very
Clack.
much so, yeah.
Clack,
Okay.
there's Caden's back. Maybe he has some oats for me.
No, you dumb shit. Like, you know, Caden, you should, where's your animals? God damn it.
This is Caden. What are you talking about? Caden is right here.
Get back here. And I cast bark skin on myself. And my horsey self just turns a little bit more like a tree.
Proth, I'm going to say this is blatantly obvious to you, but I think Sensa may be wandering over to this Caden, and making his way over there, and he turns to look back at you and says, "So, Proth, this is Caden, and Balance and Sultana and Ral. These are the people who gave me the money to guide them here."
Sensa, step towards me, please.
But,
Something seems wrong.
Is this a test?
Tell your compatriots, Caden, tell your compatriots to enter the light, please.
Sensa, take a persuasion check for me, please, Proth.
Well, nope, 7.
Nope. Sensa doesn't see the what the concern is. So they're just going to wander over a little bit more. But the Caden with his hands up is now like beginning to like pat Thistle very warily on the head and like take half a step back and expect to be assaulted by a horse. And he says, my companions are just, they don't need to come into the light. We were just trying to find our way back to the town of
I'm going to, after casting Bark Skin on myself, I'm going to cast Wild Shape and turn into a lion. Look at Prof, right? Is that the name?
Yes, Prof.
And I just point at myself. They're lying. They're lying. That's my way of communication.
Good fucking Lord.
Oh,
Okay.
Josh, take inspiration because that is the greatest not quite pun rhyme in the world.
Thank you.
Prof immediately takes out his longbow and knocks an arrow and points it over towards Caden and says, Sensa, do not take one more step towards him.
But he's paid us all the gold. He's one of the people. You can't just you can't just sue us clients.
Clack does not trust
Oh,
him.
shit, Clack is a lion! Yes! And you see him like jump back a little bit.
As I said, animal instincts.
Okay. And Sensa begins to make his way back towards you. He's like halfway between you and Caden. Thistle, are you aware? I'm going to let you decide if you're aware that Clack has turned into a lion and you know about it.
I'm going to say I noticed Clack turn into a lion, and I'm going to be very concerned and back up away from the lion.
Okay. As you are backing up and away, sort of into the darkness area, I want you to make a perception check, and you guys can make perception checks too. In fact, there's only three of you. Everyone make a perception check. You have a perception check. You have a perception check. You can all have perception checks.
I finally got a good roll. I got a 17.
I got an 11.
Can I have advantage if I use my nose for smell? Because I'm a lion?
Yeah, go on
Do
then.
lions have smell senses?
They do. They have keen smell.
They do have keen smell.
Go for it.
That is a 19.
Okay, everyone on a 15 and above. As Thistle is backing away from the lion and away from Caden, you realize that Thistle is backing away into the kind of the darkness area, and where two of these humanoids, Raoul, Ban, and Sultana, I mean, who else would they be, standing there in the darkness. And as you get closer on your, did you say it was an 18 or a 19-year-old?
19.
19. On a 19, you notice that they have much longer fingers than you would expect humanoids to have. They're almost claw-like. Thistle, you become aware of this as one of them goes to attack you.
No!
Yep. I would like everyone to roll initiative. I'm so sorry. Not.
13 for me.
Oh, shit!
Oh, damn, son.
Damn.
Not my house, bitch!
All right. So, Clack, what did you get?
13.
Thistle.
13.
I'm going to say Clack goes first because Thistle. I'm going to assume that you have more dexterity than a horse.
Hey, horses have so much dexterity.
Prof?
I got a 24 with a natural 20.
Nice.
Horses don't have any dexterity.
Oh, damn. Your apprentice had exactly the same.
Hey!
Whoop, 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 whoop.
On point.
Both have 24, so I will let you choose whether you go first or Sensa goes first.
I think I will go first.
A wise choice. All right, let's go for these Muppets. They did substantially worse.
Awesome.
From a 20 to a 1.
Ooh.
Yeah. Be slow and stupid.
Says the
Bacon.
horse.
I'm just stupid. There's a difference.
He's just a horse. What do you expect?
And a horse is a horse.
Of course.
Of course.
I don't get that reference.
It's from Cannibal the Musical. horse is a horse. Of course.
Sure. Okay.
It's also from Mr. Ed.
Yes.
I don't know how.
Anyway, top of the round. Yes, you see these claws about to attack Thistle. What do you want to do, Proth?
I'm immediately going to shoot my longbow at the claws that are about to attack Thistle.
Go for it.
A 19 to hit.
All that hits.
11 piercing damage.
Okay, cool. You see this arrow fly out. Thistle, you kind of feel it like part through your mane just a little bit. Just kind of get that ruffling effect as this arrow goes by, and it sinks squarely into the centered mass of this possibly Raubal or Zoltana. You never know which one. I mean, you still can't really see them from here. And you just hear this kind of guttural like, "Gah!" as it kind of like hit it in the chest, and it stumbles back a little bit, but not a whole lot. What else do you want to do?
Is there any other creatures within 5 feet of it?
Yes, one.
Cool. I'm going to also use my Horde Breaker to attack that one too.
Ooh, I forgot I gave you that. Go for it.
Bam! Natural 20.
Oh!
Holy shit.
Holy shit, dude.
So that's a total of 17 piercing damage.
Oh, how do you want to hit this one? You're not killing it, but how do you want to hit it? This one's different to the other one.
So I fire the first arrow at the first one, and I kind of glint over towards the other one, and I drop down a bit and kind of like do a twirl and shoot through the fire at the other one, and the arrow actually catches flame a little bit as it hits it.
That's amazing. I'll take it. That's cool as fuck. I'll tell you what, I say, if you've shot it through the fire, you take a little bit of flame, and as you hit it, you all see, apart from Thistle, whose back is to it, you both see that these other 2 creatures that are surrounding Thistle, they look identical to the Caden that's standing in the center, but they have slightly longer fingers. Their faces are slightly distorted. That's about what you noticed. That little flicker of fire. I'll let you have that because that was a cool description.
Okay.
Oh, right. It's now Sensa's go. Sensa, suddenly realizing that shit is going down, will attempt to do something similar. They'll pull out their bow, and they will shoot the one which is trying to attack Thistle. We'll call that claws. And he abjectly misses. He is clearly not as good as is his superior. Didn't set a good enough example, I'm afraid. Too much flashy showing off stuff.
Damn.
All right, this makes it Clack's go. What are you going to do, Lion?
How far away is one of them from me?
Let's say 25 feet, because I think that means you can get there.
Okay, I'm going to attack one. Actually, how hurt is the one that was just hit? Like, how do they look?
They looked pretty solid.
Okay, I'm going to completely run at them. I'm going to pounce them.
Cool.
So I'm going to attack with my claw.
Okay.
That is a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
Oh!
Damn, guys! What the fuck?
So you need to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Okay, you pass.
What is this?
But you take 11 slashing damage.
And that's the one that was partially set on fire, right? Right.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
So because of this, and you did not get knocked prone, I charge and dig my claws into the ground. I just go forward and I launch, and with a loud growl, like jump onto it, but I don't quite make purchase in the shoulders as I wanted. I get more in the stomach area, so it doesn't get like thrown to the ground. And instead I just lift up and slash across the abdomen.
Oh, that's wicked. We'll take it. You see lines of red go across its gut, and you see that, you know, if they don't look after themselves, 1 or 2 slashes more in that area, and you're going to have their guts on the ground. But you're not quite there yet. Cool. Is there anything else you can do?
That is all that I can do.
Okay. All right. It's now Thistle. Horsey, my dear, you've just had a lion basically jump in your direction. You've had 2 arrows fly over you, and you're distinctly aware that there are 2 people behind you, and that there is something not right with the Caden in front of you.
How close are the ones behind me?
They're in, like, they could slash at you. They are pretty much melee distance. 5 feet.
I'm gonna kick at them. I'm gonna do that weird backwards horse kick.
The hoovy thing. Cool.
Yeah,
Go
the
for
hoovy
it.
thing. I mean, it's
Which
my
one?
option. Whichever one it connects with. I'll let you choose. I can't see them. I'm just kicking. But does a 17 hit?
Oh, it does, yes.
Well, then I hoof him in the face.
I'll tell you what, we'll start wailing on the 1 because it's kind of funny to me. As this guy has been basically shot in the chest with a fiery arrow, been almost like disemboweled, and now had insult to injury, being kicked in the face by a horse. We'll go with that. Okay, you feel a wonderful breaking of bones of his nose bone.
Yeah.
And for you who can actually see him, Mr. Clack, you can see that his nose is broken and bloody, but he's still standing. It's not really sure why, but he's definitely still standing. Clack, is there anything else you can do?
Thistle?
Sorry, Thistle. I don't know why I get those two fixed up. I can never keep them straight.
I'm pretty sure no, because I think I only get 1 attack, and I don't really have much to do. I will let out a horsey scream and run away.
Oh, okay.
I'll run forward.
Okay, well, that provokes 2 attacks of opportunity.
I'm aware. I am a horse.
Okay.
I am a player. As a player, I'm totally aware.
All right.
As
okay,
a horse,
good. All right.
You know.
So, one that we call Claws, one that was going to attack you in the first place, continues swinging down to attack you for a 14 versus your armor class.
That hits.
Oh, cool.
Oh, poor horsey.
For 6 damage.
Ouch.
You feel like 2 very sharp claws just embed into the back of you in your hindquarters. As you run away, it's almost like they're keeping their hands still, and you running forward is what actually causes the damage. Okay, the one that is has been set on fire, clawed at, and kicked in the face will hit you for a 17 versus your armor class.
That also hits.
And that is for a little bit less, so that's for 4 damage. This time, like, the claws reach out past the lion. They're completely, like, one arm still clutched around their gut, because that idea is funny to me. Reaches out with a claw and just grabs one of your legs and just a really good long score mark down the back of one of your thighs, or whatever you call it on a horse. I don't know. I'm not a horsey person. As you run away, where are you running to?
I'm just running forward. I want to put some distance between myself and all of the Cadens that are trying to kill me.
Okay. I'm going to say, for the sake of brevity, that you are running towards where Proth and Sensa are standing. They are kind of in your path.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, cool. Just keep that in mind when we have the next round.
Okay.
It is now the Cadens, plural, go. The Caden in the center, the one that first approached you, is going to... They don't think the horse is a real threat. So I'm not sure they'd go for the horse. But at the same time, if we want to was to quantify your damage, no, fuck that. No, I think he's going to go for Thistle. So you see the Caden that approached you guys first, the one wearing the slightly shabby armor. You see him get down almost onto all fours. And you see, like, claws erupt from his fingers. You see his feet twist and mangle as shoes, like, pop off, and you see these claws emerge from it. You see his face twist. And he lunges after Thistle as it tries to make the way, followed maybe by the scent of blood. You're not 100% sure. And that's for 14 versus your armor class.
Thistle?
Oh, sorry. Yes, that hits me. I apologize. Brain not working.
And that's for 8 damage. As you guys are watching this, you see this Caden, like, devolve into something else, shift into something else. You see it go down onto all fours and jump after the horse, and you see it sink its fangs deep into the side of Thistle's flesh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Just kill the innocent horse first.
Sorry, not sorry. The other 2 who are near where Clack is are going to turn and attack Clack, because he is the closest thing to them.
Okay.
He's a lion currently, right?
Yes, and you see a bark skin on him.
Okay, good to know. The one that we've called Claws attacks for 10 versus your armor class.
Nope.
I think that's gonna miss, right? Yeah. Okay. And the one which has taken a lot of pride damage is 20 versus your armor class.
That hits.
Okay. And that's for 4 damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Thistle. They just seem to want to wail on you.
I'm just the most trusting, beautiful horse.
That is currently living.
Barely.
Barely. Okay.
Yeah, you're a horse, not a bear.
Yep. Damn it. God damn it.
Oh, Bucky, I'm so happy you got that before.
It's like I set that up and someone just whacked it out of the park.
Yep, there we go.
You can also have inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because if it was a bear, it would be a really grisly situation.
Fuck me.
You knew what
and
you
your
were
pun
getting
run
yourself
number
into.
2. I'm so happy right now. Okay. And the third one that's in the darkness, you guys see it shooting out from the darkness in the same manner as the Caden which first approached you, and it's running towards Proth, who it has assessed is a threat because shot someone else with a fiery arrow. He's not having fun at this. And you see them shooting past Thistle and the one following it, almost kind of cinematically passing them, and you see them jump and lunge towards Proth. For a 13 versus your armor class.
That's going to miss.
God damn it. You basically now have this like slavering kind of like heaving creature right within melee range of you. All right, top of the round, it's now your turn. Proth, what do you want to do?
Cool. So I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the one that's right in front of me.
Okay. What does that look like?
So essentially I look at him and my purple eyes that are kind of pale actually get more saturated for a second and they kind of flash. And in my mind, I basically see this slight glow. As long as I'm looking at him, I see this slight glow around him that almost guides my strikes towards him.
That is awesome.
I'm going to put my longbow on my back, take out the short sword, and go in for an attack.
Go for it.
That is a 20 to hit
That definitely hits.
with 5 piercing damage, and I have to roll the Hunter's Mark damage separately, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Well, extra 1 damage, so 6 damage total.
Wow. I think that's the lowest damage you could do, right?
That is the lowest damage I can do with that.
Literally the lowest you could do. Excellent. Okay.
Is there anybody else? I'm assuming no, there's no one else within 5 feet of me.
There's no one else. Within 5 feet of you, there is the one which has just attacked you, and there is Sensa.
Sensa. Okay. Then that is all I can do for my turn.
Okay, Sensa looks at you and sees that you've tried to attack the creature next to you. He puts away his bow and he duplicates you. For a... Oh my god, he's a failure. No wonder he's an apprentice.
No.
Dice jail. Dice
You have your very own Ismark. It's nice.
Oh, Ismark.
You see him pull out his sword, his short sword. Obviously not quite at home with a short sword as he is with a bow. Apparently just as at home because he missed with this one too. All right, it's now Clack's go. You have 2 of them next to you. One of them is beaten pretty bad, not going so well. The other one is still very, very much in the game.
So it actually looks hurt. Yes.
It looks really freaking hurt, yeah. It's one of its arms is across its guts, which you know is maybe moments from being disemboweled.
Okay. I'm going to bite it.
Cool.
I'm going to use my inspiration to
Okay.
reroll for not much better. 13.
That misses.
No.
Damn. Okay.
Sorry.
I go to bite and I miss, and I'm like, nope, I got this. And I go to bite and I miss.
I've got... Wait. Oh, shoot. Is there anything else you can do?
There's nothing else. No, not based on the damage I took earlier. We're good.
Okay. All right. Thistle.
I'm running towards the elves, and there's a Caden there.
There is
Yes.
a Caden with the elves. There is the Caden that first approached you guys pretty much right on your tail. Is in fact synced its fangs into your hindquarters.
I'm gonna kick backwards at him again.
Okay.
Oof.
Enjoy some of that sweet damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled an 18
And how much
with a
damage
9
is that?
damage.
There we go.
You gotta say it because we're on a podcast.
I was getting to it. I'm trying to have some
Dramatic tension.
flair over here. Yeah.
We gotta build up the dramatic tension.
That
I
dramatic
am
tension.
a horse. This is what I do.
You're not William Shatner, though. I'm going to hit him.
Hey, who do you think is playing Thistle
With.
in the universe of the Lucky Die? It's
My
William
horse.
Shatner.
Oh my
I'm gonna hit him with my horse.
Yes, with the horse, the whole horse.
The whole horse.
In the movie of this, William Shatner has to voice Thistle.
You know that gif? You know that gif of the Hulk throwing the fucking horse? That.
Jesus. All right. You kick back and you get it square, like in one of the arms. You think you can't see back too far. Are you going to continue running, or are you going to stand your ground? Because it's in melee range of you.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't want to die just yet.
Okay, good to know.
You may. You might.
Let's say for the sake of brevity, you are halfway back to the elves.
Okay.
That's where you're at. Okay. You are independent of everyone else. You are on your own. All right. That makes it their go. So let's deal with the one which is currently attacking Thistle because it's kind of funny. Now that you've turned, are you facing it or are you turning around to face it? Are you looking elsewhere?
I'm gonna say I turn around to face him.
Okay. All right. As you turn around to face it, you just see like these jaws of the Caden that you once knew. You see very sharp, elongated teeth. You see slobber just like hanging off in ropes from its face as it goes to bite you once again on your nose.
Not on the snoot.
On the snoot.
All I wanted was some fucking oats.
13. There'll be oats in heaven, my friend. For 13 versus your armor class.
Yeah, you hit. You hit.
Ugh.
How much of the damage?
Horse armor class is no good.
For 4 damage, you also got the lowest. All right, let's deal with the one which is currently by Proth.
Okay.
The one by Proth doesn't appreciate being stabbed, but it's seen this newer, smaller, somewhat dumber version of you standing next to it, and it thinks, ooh, I'll have a go at that one.
No.
As it goes to attack Sensa.
Not my apprentice.
Your apprentice. And he does hit him, like square and solid.
Insulted.
You basically see him slash at Sensa's knees, and you hear like, shit. As you see like a couple of like very deep red. What?
Oh, some people just should not curse.
Oh, fit.
Fit.
Oh, it's so good.
I remember when TLD used to be one of seriousness and fear.
This is some bullshit.
Fuck you guys.
This.
As you see 3 very deep red gashes appear across his knee. All right, so the 2 which are by Clack.
Clack.
Clickety clack. One we call Claws will attack. Yes, will attack you. Goes at you with Claws. For a natural 20.
Oh, nope.
Oh. Would you say nope for?
As in, I just didn't want it.
Oh, okay. I thought
No,
you had a
thank you,
reason.
please.
I don't
You can
appreciate
return
that.
that one.
To quote Bucky, none of that shit, please.
None of that shit, please.
Oh, well. I'm sorry, for 12 damage.
Ooh.
12 slashing damage as it goes for your... Actually, I haven't done this in a while. You're a lion, right? So you have a really thick mane. You just see these claws go through, just rip out half the mane from one side of your head. And you guys just see this huge tuft come out. You just see this like patch of raw skin. It's brutal.
It's the equivalent of getting your dreads ripped out. It's no bueno.
Yeah. The other one is going to attempt to do the same thing on the other side of your head. For a 2. So that's
I'll
a
keep
no.
half my beard, thank you.
I will keep my beard, thank you very much, sir. Okay, so I've done Fake Caden in the middle. I've done the Caden by Proth, and I've done the other 2. So that now puts it at the top of the round to Proth's go.
Okay, so I still got this guy in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn to Sensa and say, Sensa, help Thistle. And then I'm going to continue trying to attack this person in front of me.
Okay. I'll give you Sensa's response in a minute.
That's a 13 to hit.
That fails, I'm sorry.
No, can I use my inspiration?
Of course you can.
Yes.
Burn
Bam.
them quick because you can't stack them.
A 20.
Oh, that hits. Yes.
20 with 7 damage plus the d6. Bam. 2 more, so 9 damage total.
Oh, nice. Okay. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, you go at this one with your short sword. You slash down at it. And let's say, because it's kind of amusing to me, you take off a finger. But only one.
Okay, that's fine. It's something.
It's still going to hurt when it slashes at you. That's kind of what you guys hear. All right. So that's your go over?
Yeah.
Sensa looks, she's like, but this one's right. Okay. And you see him pull out his longbow again, and you see him shoot the one which is attacking Thistle.
Help me.
He hits. He's not a complete failure. What's the longbow damage?
It's a D8
D8
plus dex.
There we go. That's better. You see this arrow just go straight out and across. You see it take it in one of the arms that was just about to slash at you again, Thistle. But you don't know if it's going to stop the momentum of it actually hitting you. We're about to find out. All right. Okay. That was Sensa's go. He did something useful for once. Clack. What do you do, my man?
I am going to bite at this one that has been pissing me off.
Okay. I assume the one that's mostly dead, right?
Yep, that's a 19 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
That is 11 piercing damage.
Oh, damn. All right. What does this look like? You've not killed it, but give us a pretty gruesome, probably not going to recover from it mortal wound.
So I lift up my paws and I clamp it down into the shoulders. I know that's not part of the damage, but flavor. And then I go to bite down on his head, and I actually like wrap his entire head in my jaws, and I puncture the neck and the throat, and I'm going to pull it off, and you start to feel and see it rip. But he shakes it off and kind of slashes at me, and I back off, and I'm looking at him and seeing that I have a job that I need to complete. I'm then going to use my bonus action to expend a first level spell slot to heal myself for 1d8 damage as part of my Supper of the Moon ability.
Yeah.
I got 7 health back.
Of course. That is so brutal and gross. I love it. That's so good. All right, cool. Is that Clack done?
I'm done.
Okay. Thistle, what would you like to do?
Well, first my question is, why can I not bite as a horse? Have you ever seen a horse's mouth? It's huge.
Okay,
but
I can take argument for you biting it. Go for it.
I want to bite it in the face.
Go on then, bite it in the face.
Your little horse
All
teeth.
right, I'm just going to roll plus
Hooves.
strength.
Just roll hooves.
I'll roll
Just
hooves.
bludgeoning
Oh, there
damage.
you go.
It's now piercing damage instead of bludgeoning.
Listen, a warhorse has been, they used to train them to bite people's faces
Right.
off, so.
Do you really think Thistle is a warhorse?
No, I'm just saying they have big mouths and they could fit part of your face in their mouth.
I will take that
I
argument.
will say.
instead of
I will
hooves.
also say that Thistle is hungry. Did not get oats.
It's true. Thistle has not gotten oats yet.
I'll tell you what, with that fantastic argument, I'm going to allow you to re-roll that damage because that damage was pitiful.
All right. I'm just going to hit the hooves thing again.
Yeah, just hit it again.
Boom.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey.
One more. Well, I tried. There's only so
all right.
much I can do.
Every bit counts.
Just for the podcast, I got an 18 to hit, and then after I got to re-roll my damage, I got a whole 8 damage.
After
was
you
good.
got 7. So
You bite him. Let's say you bite him in the face. You get this like kind of like nice like just catch him with the edge of like your front teeth, and you see this like portion of his cheek has just been ripped away. You can see the grossness inside. You can see that there are many layers of teeth inside. It's not just a single amount. It's gross.
That's not right.
Gross.
Yes, that's not right. All right. Okay. So after that, it is. Oh, it's their go. Cool. Yay. All right. So we'll do the 2 by our friend Mr. Clack. We'll do claws first for a 21 versus your armor class.
Yep.
Yo, and that's for 8 damage.
Okay.
You see them again slash down. They're leaving the main low this time. They might feel a little bit guilty. They're just going for like a nice side piece. And then we'll have Mr. Nearly should actually be dead but isn't. And he hits you for 19 versus your armor class.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, I should be rolling concentration checks for all these.
Oh, you should?
Yep, because I'm getting hit
Okay.
for bark skin. So
I'll tell you what, we'll just take it from the last set of damage. Let's say you were too high
it's
on
dropped.
adrenaline.
It's dropped.
Oh,
I rolled a 4 plus 1, so 5. So I lost it.
Hell no. I think 10 is the absolute minimum for con checks anyway, so. Yep. All right, and it hits you for 5 damage.
Okay.
It doesn't appreciate you ripping its throat out, and it just goes at you with everything it has. It just claws at you with both. And I'm going to say this takes another chunk out of your main on the other side, but slightly off center, so it's not even matching.
That's incredibly rude.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it? All right, the one that's by Thistle.
Yes.
You hear
Hit
it
me.
kind of roar, and you see the other 3 turn and look at it. And you... no, none of you speak this language, I don't think.
Which language?
Anyone speak Infernal or Undercommon?
I speak horse and horse.
Okay. I assume none of you
nope.
speak Infernal or Undercommon.
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Okay. Yes, then you do not understand the Undercommon, which is being shouted here. And you see them look at him, and then he attacks Thistle. For 21 versus her armor class.
Yep, that definitely hits Thistle's armor class. ...
Yeah? You didn't have anything to follow that up with.
This is armor class.
Oh, you want to?
Yes, and?
You want to know what that is? I'm waiting for damage. Okay.
The way you said that with the upward inflection made it seem like you had a follow up, and you didn't complete the follow up.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay, let me say it again for you. That definitely hits Thistle's armor class.
Okay, that's
Is that
better.
better?
Like, I'm used to hearing you guys
need
go
more
inflect at the end of every sentence anyway, but that was so much higher than normal. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a question. Okay,
You know,
it hits you
what
for
are
4.
you
Hits my
talking
armor
about?
class.
I don't inflect.
It hits you for 8 damage.
All right. Oh, by the way, I was gonna say you picked the wrong people if you wanted to play another serious game.
I had no qualms that this was going to be like a...
Drew, we're horses. We're literally horses.
But also, we've been playing Curse of Strahd for 2 years. We've had all the serious dark bumps and goosebumps. It's just like, no, it's done.
I knew when I figured out that this was going to be a game that this wouldn't be taken seriously by anyone who plays it. And then I realized we should cross over with TI, and I realized I'm getting you guys to play horses. There's no way this is going to be serious. I was like,
No.
If anyone could play horses and play it the way I think it should be, it's going to be you guys.
I also do find it funny that
shucks.
Josh is currently playing his worst enemy because he is playing a horse in a game.
He's gotten around that by currently playing a lion, so...
Yeah,
That's true. See, he's
Alright.
always just trying to get away from playing.
So
and I murdered a mule. So
You
you're in the
Half
same
horse.
family.
you take 8 slashing damage.
Yep. It's bad. It's real bad.
Are you still
bad.
up?
I am barely.
Give me a
But I
scale.
am.
Give me a scale from 1 to what? How bad are you?
one to almost beating a dead horse. Where are you?
Actually being a dead horse.
I'm about a 6.
Oh, good to know. All right. Okay, so what you then see is the one that's by Proth. You see it lift its head, look at the Caden, which has just announced something and is communicating with it, and immediately you see it run over to where Thistle is. You can take an attack of opportunity.
I shall.
Unfortunately, Sensa can't because it is his longbow out.
Right.
So,
Short sword. Bam. Nope.
boop. For those of us playing the audio game, what'd you get?
It's an 8.
That's a no.
Yep. That's a big
You
old
bet-
nope.
Basically, it just turns so quickly on the spot. It's like one of those small yappy dogs which can like turn on a dime and it's just gone. And you just like, whoa, and just completely miss. Almost an instinct you try and hit it, but you just completely miss. This one is running towards Thistle, and this one will also attack Thistle. It jumps forward as if to attempt to literally drag you to the ground. For a 20 versus your armor class.
Oh, there goes Thistle.
Yeah, but she's got 6 health. Come on,
Yep.
Rollo.
All right,
Rollo.
here we go.
Actually,
Here
no,
we go.
F this, roll high. Oh, and he did, 7.
Okay, well, as I die, I want to be like, Clack, I'm Oda here.
Oh, get out!
Drew,
Just
take
inspiration.
that inspiration. But unfortunately, yes, Thistle goes down as you see this second Caden kind of creature form jump on top of her, and you see it like bite its fangs into the back of Thistle's head, and between the two of them, they drag it down to the ground. I need the two of you who are still conscious to make a perception check for me if you're looking in her direction. It's going to be a difficult-ish check, though.
I definitely am.
I'm not looking in that direction, and I like to say
24.
Thistle, I barely knew you.
Oh, God. I'm having enough of this.
Hey,
All right.
enough of that shit.
Okay. Good to know. What you see is as they drag her down and she goes unconscious, you can see she's still breathing. But unfortunately, Drew, she's no longer a playable character.
That's fair.
Oh, fun.
Fun times. Just give me a moment because I need to share something with Drew.
Share the story of how Thistle goes to horsey heaven.
Look, if Thistle dies, Thistle's gonna have some hay and oats with everyone's favorite mule, cinnamon sticks.
They're up there in a bar right now, hanging out.
A horse bar?
It's a horse bar.
Is it called the barn?
No, it's called the stable, you idiot.
Okay.
The tone of voice.
All right, Drew, you should be able to see a group called Peons.
Yep.
You should be able to, you can have your choice of who you want to play because you're the first one out. Okay. Right. That was their go. So it is now Proth's go.
I will respond. No! And then I will immediately attack the two that attacked Thistle.
Which one? The one that's right by you or the one which originally introduced itself as Caden?
I'm going to say the one that was right by me first. And then I will attack
the one that you
other
still...
one.
Oh, yeah, because you have one marked, right?
Yes, I have that one marked.
Okay. All right, go for
So,
it.
longbow. 24 to hit.
Yes!
So that's going to be a total of 11 damage.
Nice.
And the other one is next to it, right?
Yep.
Cool.
So you can definitely do that,
I
yes.
will attack him. Bam! That's not going to hit. That's a 12.
That's not going to hit, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Damn.
All right. Okay. You see this arrow go flying off as it kind of like pushes Thistle to the ground. You get it square in the back and you see Arch just for a moment and then return back to its task. Sensa looks at you for his go and is like, so what do I do now since Thistle's dead?
Attack!
But which one?
It doesn't matter!
But he's in trouble. And it points over at the lion.
Help, Clack. Yes, shoot one over there.
Okay, cool. And no, Sensa's not a complete dumbass. He's going to hit the one which has been really messed up. Maybe a kill still in progress. We'll find out. It's not. Sensa just can't seem to shoot shit. As you guys see him like pull this bow and very shakily, maybe he's distraught by the death of Thistle. We don't really know. As we see this arrow just go completely wide, just completely misses.
I
And
think
he
to
looks
myself how much of a useless shit that he is.
It's poor Sensa. Give him a rough time, man. He's just a ranger in training, man. Okay. It's now Clack's go.
All right, I'm going to try and finish this one off with a bite.
Go for it.
As a 14.
That barely hits.
Yes. That is 11 damage.
Okay. As near as damage to swearing, bar 1 HP. How'd you kill it?
I am going to finish what I started, and instead of trying to bite down again because it's learned what I'm trying to do, I'm just going to lift up on my rear legs and just slice forward and knock its head clean off from what I was trying to do initially.
Basically, you perforate it like some kitchen towel roll, and then you just rip it off.
Yep.
That is
Prepped and cut.
beautiful. That is so beautiful. I'm so happy right now. Okay, you see this creature's head just go bouncing off into the distance, into the darkness. And, it comes with the requisite shooting of blood into the air, yada, yada, and then it hits the ground. You are coated in blood. It's not just your own anymore. Good. Excellent. Good job.
I end my turn by glaring at the other one and just nod to the one that just happened and give it the look of like, you're next.
Roll an intimidation for me with advantage.
Lion?
Because
Hell
that's
yes.
gross.
Lie intimidation.
That is going to be a 5.
With advantage?
The second one was a natural 1.
Oh. No. This thing is like, all right, sure.
Yeah, I'm nodding, but when I nod, some of the blood like dips into my eye. I'm just like, no.
Damn. Yeah.
Now you just see red.
And I try to get out, and I realize my claw's out. And I'm just like, oh no, oh.
Oh, I'm gonna love to
Lucky.
hear that sound on the mic.
Yep, oops.
All right, cool. I love it. All right. Thistle, rip.
And now you're just cleaning yourself. Like,
The other one's ripped.
Oh dear. All right. What you guys now see is the two which have a Clack unconscious form in front of them. Thistle. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I can't keep those two straight, but now Thistle is dead. People have a better chance. With Thistle unconscious, you see the two which are surrounding her basically sink their claws deep into her flesh, almost using her rib cage like a handle, and they begin to grab and drag her into the darkness. They seem to be picking up a good speed. The other two are going to continue. Oh, the other one. No, he's not intimidated by you. The other one will attack at Clack. For a no.
What is it?
good solid no.
Slightly put off by you. Slightly put off is what
It
we're
got a
gonna
little
go
bit of
with.
blood in its eye also, and both of you were just sitting there like, oh God, no, why?
Yeah. You shared that moment of like, yeah, we're both dumb here.
Mistakes
All
were
right,
made.
it's now Proth's go. The only one you can see in the dark, right? Your dark vision?
I do.
Dark vision, why? Yeah. You can just see these two kind of about 60 odd feet out, let's say.
I'm going to keep attacking them.
Okay.
So I'll attack the one that I hit first, or I have hunters marked. Huh! 23 to hit
Oh, that hits.
with 10 piercing damage.
That will do. Do you want to roll your hunter's mark?
Oh, right, hunter's mark. Bam! 4 damage, 14 altogether.
Oh, that's nice. You shoot this one in the back, probably about 2-3 inches below where the other one hit it in the back, and you see it again arch. But it just seems to intensify its grip on whichever rib it has inside of Thistle here.
Okay, and I will also attack the other one.
Yep.
Bam. That's not going to hit. I can't seem to
That's-
hit this other one.
With a 12, no. This like the fake Cajun that originally turned up, just seems to be
Yeah.
like the luckiest fucker in the world.
For real.
Yeah, for reals. Okay.
All right, and that's it for me.
Sensa will try and shoot at the one we've denoted as claws. And actually hits this time round. So Clack, you see this arrow. Oh my God, he did maximum damage.
Yay.
You see this arrow go piercing into the chest of this creature. And you just see like these kind of like red tail feathers of this arrow just like poking out from the chest. And it kind of like looks down and looks up at you and is like, all right, I've cleared the blood. You and me, bro. It seems very unhappy by this.
Now, I see this, and I instantly think that Prof does this, because there's no way in hell that the other pain in the ass hit anyone. So I look over at Prof, and I give him, like, a good wink.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking off.
Well, yeah, I don't care. I appreciate it. Thank you for your help.
Sensa thinks you're winking at him. So is this all good? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Dumb shit. Oh my God, this is just too dumb. All right. Did we get around your goes really quick? Yes, we did, didn't we? Holy crap. It's now Clack's go.
Okay. I'm going to try and bite this one.
Okay, go for it.
Nope. That's not going to do it. I still have some blood in my eye, and when I go, I accidentally hit the arrow, so I don't really get much of a grasp there.
Yeah, you pretty much just like snap the head of the arrow off. In retaliation, it kind of looks down at this broken arrow. Do not flavor because it's kind of funny. It grabs the arrow out from its chest, and you see this kind of like blackish goo pour out from the wound, and it's going to try to stab you with the arrow. Let's do something different with it. For a natural 20.
Yeah.
All right, improvised weapon.
A 1d4, I believe.
I think it's just... No, punching's just 1, so it's a 1d4. All right, plus strength. Just strength. Well, that was naff. For a 4 damage.
Okay, that is enough to just get me out of lion form. So you stab in, and normally, like when a druid turns back, it turns into his human shape. But you do it, I just grow a little bit longer back into a horse, and my big ass horse face is just right in its face.
Take an intimidation check.
Did not
Are you more
expect that one,
surprised?
did you?
The arrow transforming boom.
Horse intimidation.
12.
Horseception.
No, he'd have to turn into a horse to be.
No,
horse.
I was playing a pun off of deception, not inception.
I don't know how I lived before you guys. All right. Okay.
Yep, 12.
You don't
Horse
really intimidate it again. It's more like, oh, that happened? All right. It seems a very well-rounded creature, whatever it is. It doesn't seem at all surprised.
This fucking creature has seen some shit.
He's clearly seen some shit. All right, Proth, it's your go. There is one... Oh, the other two continue racing off into the darkness. They are probably about 120 feet out, something like that. I don't know if you can still hear them, but vision is becoming a major problem for you seeing them now.
I can't really see them, so I'm going to turn around and help Clack as best as I can.
Okay.
I will fire an arrow at that one. Bam! 19 to hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
10 piercing damage, and I cannot move my hunter's mark, which sucks. Because I didn't
Why
kill
not?
it. I didn't kill that one.
Oh, can you just not move it on a bonus?
I think you have to kill them first.
I think you're right.
They have to drop
I will
to
take
0.
your honesty. I will take your honesty.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can sense him, and I can see where they're going.
It looks unhappy, as if it may or may not have some blood on it.
Cool.
Good job.
Thanks.
Cool. Good job.
That's it for me.
Okay. Sensa again will pull out his bow and attempt to aim another arrow, roughly in the same area. But first we hear him go, Clack's the horse! I thought he was a lion. And you see him shoot another arrow off. For a natural 1. He got so confused by the fact that...
Sensa!
Oh my god, he's...
Focus.
I'm sorry, but he was a lion. And I was
Remember
a
your
horse.
training.
Okay, I would try a bit harder. All right. My god, he's the most useless apprentice in the world.
Yeah, he's the beast of burden that we brought on this trip.
All right, Prof, it's your go.
Okay. Wait, I just went. It's Clack's turn.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's Clack's turn. Deja vu. It's Clack's go.
How's this one looking?
Bloodied.
Okay.
Just about.
Cool. So I'm going to look at it straight in the eye. I'm just going to take my hoof. I'm going to smash it into the ground and cast Thunder Wave.
Damn, son.
So I just look and go, and I smack the ground. Hold on.
Oh, I imagine you rear back and do it. You're like,
Just one single hoof.
oh man.
I just like the way he just does it. Like, you know that thing, like angry kid just like punch the wall without changing their expression? Just like bamf into the ground.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That was a 2.
That fails, so you take 2d8 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Oh, damn.
I shout out to
take-
Clack. This is not a time to count to 1.
12 damage.
Oh, wow. That's painful. Yeah, you basically just do this, and you know that if this thing wakes up in the morning, that force damage would definitely give it some sort of black eyes. This is no way good for it.
doesn't it
and you
get
see it
knocked
gets
back?
thrown backwards. Yeah, it gets
10 feet, yeah.
It gets thrown backwards 10 feet. It's force damage.
And I'm going to clop on over to my my pal and dipshit.
Okay. You are clopping over cool as a cucumber, like you don't give any Fs. So happy right now. What are you doing now you're there?
I just turn and I like scuff the ground and I at its face from far away.
Okay.
That's it. That's my turn.
All right, cool. This one creature gets up and you see it running off into the darkness. I'm gonna say you guys are out of initiative.
Oh shit.
That wasn't fun.
No.
I think the other people are dead.
I can still sense where they are, though. I know where they're going.
You can sense that they are heading towards where you know this very old, ancient, possibly haunted dwarven mine is. You know this mine has been abandoned for quite a few years. Let's go with that.
They're heading towards the mine.
That's where the other people were. That guy was definitely... I thought he was definitely north of Caden.
Not Caden.
But I thought he was Caden.
Have you ever seen a horse roll their eyes? Because it's happening.
Good job.
Thank you.
Are either of them hurt? Are you hurt, Clack?
Sensa is
I am at full
fine.
hit
You're
points.
full?
Yeah, they're both completely fine.
Okay. All right.
What about you, buddy?
I'm fine. I didn't get
Oh,
hit.
good.
Um,
None of us got hurt. This is great.
But Sensa's... No, the other one. Sorry.
Thistle.
But Thistle's dead.
Oh, you guys can't hear me. I'm just a horse.
Yeah.
You don't have to speak with animals
Oh
on.
my god.
You kind of have a smile on your face at this point.
A horse smiling. Yes, that's not the creepiest image in my head right now.
I have a picture for that.
Oh,
I'm sure you
no.
do, because you have all sorts of weird shit from the internet.
I don't... I think maybe we should go back. They gave some pretty specific instructions what to do. We have to take Clack back to his master back in Falsam.
Yes, we can't be held back. We have to go.
Yes.
There you go.
Let's keep. Oh God.
Thanks.
Oh
Thanks.
fucking
Thank you for that.
God. Now you're gonna have to save that, and then we're gonna have to post it somewhere when this comes out.
Jeez. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Alright.
in my anger at this, like I'm just looking at them like, guys treating me like a horse. I dipped down and I just started eating some grass. In anger. Angrily eating grass.
Okay, so we could... I mean, Clack's a pretty sturdy horse. We can just hitch him back up to the wagon and then just head back to town, I guess.
Yes, let's do that. Come on, Clack.
Okay.
Pull a wagon all by myself. Other stupid ass horse couldn't.
Just be one. Last time I tried to do this, he kicked me in the chest. He is a dick.
I'll do it again.
I will take care of this. Come on, Clack, and I will grab Clack by the reins, start bringing him over towards the cart.
I shake you off. I'm like,
Do I know that
I
Clack is a druid?
I think you probably have twigged by now that he is a druid.
Okay.
Yeah, he did just turn into a lion in front of you. So
Yeah, I
so-
think
That is
you
true.
probably
That is true.
twigged
That is
that.
true.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, come on, Clack.
I start walking.
All right. Do you allow yourself to be shackled up? Are you causing them trouble or...
No one else is gonna pull the flipping cart, and the other horse apparently is such a waste of space. It couldn't live, or she couldn't live. I don't care. So I'll just
Oh.
hitch me up, and I'll pull your sorry asses along the road.
All right. And such an event does come to pass. Clack is reharnessed back up to the cart, and you guys make your way back towards Dalry in the middle of the night. Nothing really particularly happened overnight, and you make your way back to the town. I might have a description of the town. If not, I need
So
to
we get
bring it
all
up.
spell slots and everything back.
Oh, hell no, you're walking.
Hey, Josh, what type of horse is Clack?
A badass one.
It's not a type of horse.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't.
A
I don't think I wrote down
Mustang, a Clydesdale.
I don't think I designated a horse type because I don't know horses.
Yeah, and since I got cursed as it, I know there's different types of horses, obviously. I am just a generic horse.
You look like a...
Nothing special.
Well, you're a druid, but yeah.
Then why don't
Really.
why don't you wild shape yourself into a better horse?
Because that's using one of my wild shapes. I'm not going to do that.
I believe Clack was a black horse with a white star on his head. I think.
Oh, well, I said I was
adorable.
brown and black before, so
Do you know what?
retcon, I'm
There
mad.
is a bit of it that's brown that I didn't notice because I failed my perception check as God. How about
Let's
that?
say that the brown spot on me is something that I do when I'm incredibly rude, and that's when you can see it.
Oh, like a mood ring. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right. No retcon needed. Whew. Okay. Okay, you guys make your way back to Dalry. It's first thing in the morning when you get back there. The town itself is hustling and bustling. And Clack, you would know this. You're being directed back to the Floundering Fawn, which is the pub where the other 3 humanoids that came with Sensa first time round had initially picked, kind of like rested overnight. You are being made your way back there. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to get my drink on as a horse. As in, where's the nearest trough?
The nearest trough is just in front of the Floundering Fawn.
Cool. I go to town on that. I'm going to get wasted off this trough.
Oh, you drink that trough like there is no tomorrow. Okay, Proth, what are you up to, man?
I will walk into the in front of a tavern, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll walk into the tavern.
Sensa goes with you.
Yes.
Inside, it's early morning. Some people are waking up bleary-eyed. I need to know, which one of the peons did you pick?
I picked Pulled Pork Pete.
Excellent.
That's the best fucking name I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
I need to say major props to my friend Aethor, who played squash, because he and I was making the peons and he was talking to me and I was describing this character and he gave it the name, so props to him. And yes, it is another Pete name.
Yes.
Go F yourselves.
Does he have a brother named Brisket Bill? That'd be pretty sweet.
I'll tell you what.
Barbecue brisket Bill.
If you die, you can rename any of the remaining peons to that if you wish.
And it looks exactly the same.
I'm Pulled Pork Pete's brother.
Barbecue brisket Bill. Hit a bash your fucking face in.
No, Barbecue Brisket Bill definitely uses a meat cleaver.
Oh, absolutely.
Like a big meat
It's just a mall.
You guys, you and Sensa walk into the Floundering Fawn. You see the chef currently busy serving food. What does the chef look like, Drew?
Looks like someone named Pulled Pork Pete.
Basically, yeah. It's a dwarf, and he's wearing this leather apron, and he's got this thick black beard that's braided with like gold rings in it and stuff, and long hair. And you look at him, you're like, "That's a man named Pulled Pork Pete right there."
That looks like a man
mostly
who's
because it's
exquisite with
also
pork.
yes, but also you say that because it is emblazoned across his apron like a modern day barbecue apron, where it would say like "Kiss the Chef" or whatever. No, his says "Pulled Pork Pete."
Oh no, I thought I was gonna say Pork
pig.
the Chef.
While I love that joke, it doesn't go with my his name is Pulled Pork Pete by his apron. That just goes with he's a weirdo. But I will say, for that, it's on the back of his shirt.
Yes.
Okay. Drew and Bucky, you can both have inspiration for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god, I hurt so much. This is the dumbest shit.
Just lost a horse and now we're dealing with Pulled Pork Pete.
Listen, Pulled Pork Pete is just trying to start his own restaurant, okay?
Okay.
He's working here to save money.
Okay, cool. As a side note, Drew, did you read your description of the leather apron?
Yes.
Good to know. Okay, you guys walk in and you see Paul Bobby serving.
I mean, I only see one
breakfast.
description of it, so I'm going to say yes.
Excellent, good. And you also see a petite young blonde elf serving behind the bar. That's about what you see in here. There's like maybe one or two other patrons. That's about it.
So the purpose of us being here was to deliver Clack to someone?
No, we have to deliver Clack back to Falsam. This is Dalry.
Well, okay. Right. All right.
You making fun of his lisp?
No. Don't you know what you're talking about. Hello, sir. Sir.
What the fuck do you want?
It's Pete. Hi, Pete. And you see Sensa wave.
Hey there, Sensa. What can I get for you?
Please.
Maybe some travel supplies. We have to make a trip down to Falsam.
Yeah, I'll see what I got in the back. Give me a second. And he disappears behind the counter and into a back room.
Cool. You make your way into your kitchen. Clack,
Yeah.
are you still going to town on this drop?
I'm thirsty. It was a long walk. Long trot.
Okay, make
I
a.
can't go in the bar.
You can try. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
Sure can. I believe that's a 23.
Oh my god, what is it with you? Plus
That's a
23.
23.
Horse sense.
Yeah.
Horse sense. You get bonus to smell? Is that right?
No, it's just a +6 perception that I have.
Wow, I made you too powerful. So you kind of like as you're like drinking away, you kind of get this like odd feeling, like you can hear something off like very far in the distance.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like lots and lots of movement.
Very similar, just footsteps.
Yes, but really, really far off. It's to the point where you're not quite sure that you heard it, but the longer you listen out for it and then like shake your head, think of something else, and then try to listen back to the sound to make sure you're not just imagining it, you can definitely hear the sound of lots of things moving in your direction.
I would say that you guys didn't tie me up here because I would have kicked you directly in the clavicle. So
Yep.
You're a free horse.
I'm going to trot up to the door frame and shove my head inside and like look out for Prof and Dum Dum.
Proth and Dumbass are they're standing at the counter. You can see that there is a dwarf with dark hair that has just has like pulled the chevron on the back of his shirt, walking into like a back room. Your head is in there. No one seems to have noticed you much at the moment. I don't think you're supposed to be in here.
I'm trying to convey a look of just like there's a problem. A very scared horse. Just like I make a lot of little footsteps.
Sensa, deal with Pete. I'll see what's going on with Clack, and I will cast Speak with Animals.
Okay, go for it. What does that look like when you're casting it?
I do some exercises, some speech exercises, like and they slowly turn into horse speak, and I just start going, and then I start talking to Clack.
Oh, good, you're speaking my language.
Because it takes I have to warm up, but get ready to speak horse.
I don't know why I said that and then drank coffee. Like I don't know what to expect by now. Carry on.
There's a lot of movement outside, man.
What does it sound like?
It sounds like a lot of trouble and probably similar to what we were facing before.
All right, wait 1 second.
So, all right, well, here's my suggestion. We tell Sansa to go check it out and we run away.
No.
Please?
No.
I mean, you can hop on me. You don't take it the wrong way. Just ride me away, and I only have room for one. And I don't care what happens.
I just look at Clack with those eyes of for real.
My eyes start going in different directions.
Oh my god!
No, we're not going to run away. Hold on a second, Jesus! And I will turn around towards Sensa and say, "Sensa, be quick. We must make leave quick."
At this point, Pete, you've gone into the kitchen.
Yes.
There is plenty of stuff here. There's plenty of meats. There's plenty of like dry rail rations. If you want, you can definitely make them a good kit to leave with.
Yeah, I'll start packing up some appropriate rations for 2 weird elves.
Okay, cool. As you kind of like have these packed up and you come back to the bar, you can see that there's a horse sort of up in the bar.
No fucking horses allowed in the bar. Get him out of here.
Tell Pork Boy to shove his ladle up his ass, please. We have to get going.
I will make sure the horse is not supposed to be in here. I know. I will get him out.
You did not relay my message.
No, I'm not.
Get him out now. He's fucking scaring the others.
But there's no one here to be scared by him. He's really a sweetheart. He praised me. He praised me earlier when I hit someone with an arrow. It was great.
I'll praise you later.
I like you, but get your horse out of here.
It's not my horse. I think he's also a lion. I'm not really sure.
Well, then he definitely can't be in here. You can't have a lion or a horse person walking around in here.
Racist.
Speciesist.
I thought you wanted these rations, and now you come in here and you insult me to my face, and you're not giving me any money for my restaurant.
But Pete, you know that everyone loves what you do. You do great work. We just wanted to make sure we got some supplies for the road. Don't be angry.
Please, Prof. I'll sacrifice both of them.
All right, let's just get going. Let's get going.
Thank you. And Sensa reaches across. He gives you a small amount of silver, more than enough. He seems to be flashing the cash a bit more than normal today because he got a whole gold yesterday or 4 days ago.
I also tell him there's a new batch of pork in there. Yeah, you let me know what you think of it.
Sure. I don't know when we'll be coming back because I don't think we're coming back with this horse. He's a bit of an asshole, but it may also be a lion, so I don't know. Oh no, who knows? We should go. Thanks, Pete. Proth, are you leaving the bar? Are you?
Yeah, I'm currently pushing Clack out of the bar.
Okay.
As you guys leave the bar, you hear the school bell ring. The school bell is not supposed to ring at this time in the morning, and it's definitely going off as in peals of it, one after another. For those of you who have actually lived in Dalry a bit, which includes Sensa, Pete, and Proth off and on, these are definitely warning bells. They are the we're effed bells. They are now going off, and you see some of the guards like running around in panic and heading towards the northernmost entrance. Perhaps we should go help them.
Do I see the guards running by?
If you pop your head out your kitchen, yeah. Let's say that there's a back entrance to the kitchen, and like if you hear the bells going off, you could definitely like put your head out the back entrance and see that where all these guards are going.
Perfect. Then, it's whatever's none of my business what they're doing.
Perhaps we should go see. Maybe we should help them. I mean, those are not normal. They're like the call to arms, and we have arms.
I have legs.
Let's see.
And he indicates his bow.
Are you asking me to go help you fight?
Let's see what's going on over there.
Bandits or brigands or whatever the fuck's out there.
Well,
if you would like to help us, it would be great. It'd be much appreciated.
I don't want to be rude, but what kind of arms do you have?
Please tell me you use meat cleavers.
Yeah.
Please fucking tell me you have 2 giant meat cleavers.
I mean, that's what I would like, but Volonda put a frying pan.
Oh, yes.
You can have meat cleavers in place of the frying pan should you wish. Do you know what? I'll even allow you to dual wield your meat cleavers. Does the frying pan double
as a mace?
Yeah!
It's actually based off of the stats of them all.
I'm going to go into the kitchen, and I'm going to come back with a cast iron frying pan that has a long-ass handle. Like, you could wield it with 2 hands. And a big-ass meat cleaver.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. At the addition, I'll allow you to dual wield those because it's kind of funny in my head.
Oh, my God. Is Pulled Pork Peak a cleric of the pork? And he uses his frying pan as a mace of justice?
Well, he should be.
And it always has just a bit of bacon grease on it?
Sure.
Well, that's how you know it's good, okay? It's got to be a well-treated...
The whole fucking pan is covered in
skillet.
grease.
Yeah, you gotta treat them.
That's the essential of what like the holy oil in his order is. It's just bacon grease.
He's known for his meet and greets at church.
Oh, God. Everybody in this town is covered in pimples. Every single one of them is covered in pimples.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hold on, let me anoint you. Hold on.
All right. So if you can make yourself a cleric level 2 in the next 5 minutes, you can do it.
I can do that. You just hold on. Okay.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Things.
It's just too funny. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's amazing.
Prof, are you going
Oh my God, please tell me your divine intervention just summons Guy Fieri.
I don't have the right. No, it does not. It summons Gordon Ramsay, you monster.
Level 10 cleric of the pork.
Oh my God.
Gordon Ramsay or Alton Brown, those are the only 2. No. I'm telling you, it's Gordon Ramsay or Alton Brown. I'm not in this.
Oh God.
Also, I don't have the access to change the I don't think I can.
Yes, you can. You hit on the little...
I got it.
Yeah,
Welcome
just
back to Dungeons, Dragons, and Dice. I'm Guy Fieri.
No.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no.
Flavortown is definitely a fucking
spellcasting.
realm somewhere in the world.
I hurt so much because now I need to somehow add this to the pantheon of gods in this. Oh, thank you guys.
Apiari's in this.
Prof, are you getting on my back? Are we getting out of here?
We're going to go see what's going on. Let's go see what is going on over there, and we'll figure it out.
Clack, the direction that the guards are heading are pretty much where you heard the sound coming from.
Yep. If it's bad, can we go?
We'll see when we get there.
Cool. I like your planning skills.
Okay. With the four of you make your way north, you recognize, some of you have been here before, you would recognize a couple of the people from the village. You notice that Tessa the blacksmith, she's running along with a very wicked blade on her hip, which she's now beginning to draw just reflexively. You see an older dwarf sort of like running on behind her. Looks very much like her father. It looks like very much to be her father.
It looks like her father.
It looks like her father. You see a dwarf who looks like her father, but is her father. And you see Tessa also kind of like beginning to like, pick up something heavy nearby. She has biceps the size of normal people's thighs sort of thing. She doesn't fuck about. She's making her way there. And you also see a lot of the guards like defer to her as she begins to shout and order things. She doesn't speak very much, very often, but when she does, she's in charge. And you guys make your way to the edge of this town. You see where the entrance is. You can all make perception checks.
15.
20.
Hold on, I gotta stop editing.
Pete?
She's like, I'm still making cleric.
Oh,
That's
hell
about
yeah.
right.
Hell yeah. You got
those
great.
of us
Get
playing-
out of your bullshit.
For those of us playing the podcast game, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 3.
That's a natural
Pulled pork
one.
Pete's busy, all right?
That's a natty one.
That's a natural one, yeah. I do give Drew a little bit of leeway because he is making his character and he has some really shit stats. I think they're almost
I am
strictly 10
officially-
across the board.
I'm an actual peon, so, all right, I only got so much here, all right?
Most of the stats I did for the peons are 10, apart from one attack stat. Everything else is 10. All right. You guys make your way there. On your 15, I'm afraid you don't really spot much more than what you heard earlier. But on your 20, you kind of like get the idea maybe you need to bounce yourself up a little bit, and you kind of like begin to like climb the palisades there at the edge. And you can see that there is a lot of disturbances in the forest to the north, as if there is some huge amassed army making their way towards you. Can you make an intelligence check for me as well, please?
That's probably not.
Or a survival check, or
All of us?
no,
survival
either
I
of
can
those. No, just him because he's the only one who can see.
12.
For survival. You reckon there's probably in excess of, like, you begin to lose count after 60.
Oh shit. I will hop back down and I will immediately be like, we have to go. We have to go immediately.
I'm trying to think of what movie or whatever show it's from. Like someone climbs up like a little ladder. I think it's Shaun of the Dead. He climbs up,
Yes!
climbs back down, and goes, "Nope."
Yes!
We gotta go. We have to go.
What's wrong?
There's a horde of about 60-somethings running towards this town.
60-something.
I don't know what they are. Some sort of army approaching the town.
So we're just gonna run away?
Yes. Tell him yes. Yes. All the yes. If you don't say yes, I swear I will hoove your ears until they become eyeballs.
How many guards are around me?
There are probably a score. There's probably about 20 of them.
20?
Yeah.
And what do they look like they're doing?
They look like some of them are climbing up to where you were, like, oh yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Some of them are already up there pointing and discussing to themselves. A few of them, like the captain of the guard, actually seems to be reporting to Tessa. They seem to be, or at least they're having an in-depth conversation between them. And then you see her father being like sent back to their forge in a bit of a hurry, as fast as the old dwarf can go.
Proth is kind of tapping his foot and looking at Sensa and turns to Clack and says, Clack,
Yes.
you're our backup. Stay hidden, stay out of sight. Sensa, me and you on the palisade. We will shoot as many as we can.
Okay. Sounds great. And he then climbs up the palisade with you.
And where you want me to go there, buddy?
Stay with the god. Defend as best as you can.
Alright, I'm pretty good at that.
You guys can actually now all hear, and to be fair, it's blatantly obvious, I'm going to make you roll for this. You can all hear the sounds of running footsteps, but you can also hear the sounds of clop, 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 and like the snapping of branches, as you can definitely hear hooves making their way towards you at some speed.
I have my longbow out, training it out towards where they're coming from.
Okay.
Can I also see where they're coming from?
Absolutely, you can. About 60 feet out, the trees it's basically 60 out from this, from the entrance. You can see that there is, that's where the tree line starts. You can see from where you are, all four of you, doesn't matter where you are, if you're looking in this direction, you'll see it. You begin to see like flashes of a kind of fair, kind of like, I think I described her as like hay-coloured, sunshine coloured. You can see flashes of that kind of fur. Is that what horses are covered in? I don't know. Hair? I don't know.
Horsehair.
Hair. You see flashes of horse, and it's the same colour as Thistle, making their way towards you in the trees at some speed. You can also see that mounted on top of these duplicate horses, you can see variations of the kind of creature thing that you saw last night, Caden, without the protected claws, wearing different kinds of armor from all different kind of like periods in time. Most of them ill-fitting, some of them fit very well. Some of them are armed and some of them are not. They all seem to be making their way towards you. The horses do look a little bit, even from where you are, some of them don't look as natural as you would expect horses to look. This is what you guys see. Now they are much closer. I will allow any one of you to make a survival check or an intelligence check or a perception check.
Another 12.
You don't spot anything more than you did before.
I rolled a 21 survival.
Oh, damn.
Let me make a perception check.
What are you a cleric of? Pork?
I'm a cleric of pork.
Cleric of the
All
pork.
right. Cleric of the pork.
There you go. It's got a 15.
On a 15, you can easily count that there is an excess of 60. On yours, do you say it's 21?
21.
You can count that there are at least 90 of them. Just from like the rustling and the kind of like the dust kicked up by this small group. You've been around long enough.
Prof, there's 90 of them. They're 60 feet away. Back up my ass. Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna start firing.
Sensa will duplicate you. Okay. We are gonna have our first big scale fight. So everyone roll initiative. This is so dumb.
Love it.
15 for me.
17.
All right, so we have Clack is a 15.
Proth is a 15.
You're also 15. What's your dexterity?
Mine is a +4.
Oh, then you'll be going first. Cleric of the Pork is a 17.
Big.
Cleric of the pork.
Pulled Pork Pete, Cleric of the Pork. It's the dumbest thing ever.
You know, you say that, but somebody gotta worship the pork.
I really kind of like pulled pork Pete, especially with the fact that he's real. He comes back out, he sees a horse in his bar. He's like, God, what is the horse doing in the bar? What is this?
What? You can't have a horse in a bar.
You can't have a horse in a bar.
Fucking horse everywhere.
All right, well, Sensa got a 4.
Oh, Sensa.
So Sensa and the guards are going to go together. But unfortunately, these crazy-ass Thistle/Caden duplicates also got a 4, so they're also going last. All right, so top of the round, we have Pulled Pork Pete, Cleric of the Pork. You are aware that there are definitely in excess of 60 of these things. It looks like a bunch of uniform horses being ridden by a bunch of identical people. Some of them don't look natural, however. They are coming at you. They are riding at force. They do not seem to be happy.
Yeah, I imagine that they wouldn't be. And more to the point, I don't want to be here. So, are they just coming from one direction?
They are coming from one direction. They're coming from the north.
Well, there goes my own idea about a restaurant. This town's fucked. How far away are they?
About 60 feet.
I guess I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame. One of them.
Okay, go for it.
They gotta make a deck save.
All right, then.
You gonna hit the horse?
Jesus.
Yeah, let's just hit the horse.
Okay, well, it got a 19 on the die.
Well, it definitely passes because I got zeros down the line.
8 plus
So,
proficiencies. I think your spell save is 10.
Yeah, pretty much. It's it ain't great.
Wait,
Cool.
what is your one stat that's good?
Strength.
Why don't you just
It's,
make that wisdom?
Well, it would only make it a 12, so it wouldn't really help much.
Like I said, they're peons.
All right.
Okay, you cast Sacred Flame. It passes its dex save. What happens?
Nothing happens. And with that, I'm gonna curse the good name of the port god. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, see what happens.
Okay, all right, good to know.
I like how there's over 60, and you cast this like holy magic thing out, and misses all of it.
You know what? I ain't the one running this world, okay?
Every single one of them.
That's up to the port god. I ain't running this world. I ain't got nothing to do with how physics works.
I
or
don't
whatever
like
that
being
is.
referred to as the poor god. I'm just throwing
No, that was not referring to you. That was referring to the in character. I don't know. He needs the poor god actually needs a name.
Oh my god. If you come up with a name by the end, we'll do a thing.
Babe.
We'll make it a thing. Huh?
It's not going to be Babe.
All right, I need to add this onto my whiteboard of stupidity.
Oh my god! All right, they named it Babe.
Babe, god
I
of
got
the
no
pork.
say in this.
Oddly enough, good friends with Loth.
Oh my god. All right.
The evil spider god.
They have a truce. They have a
No,
truce.
that would be. Listen,
Is this world's version?
that would be Wilbur. Okay,
I can't.
Babe.
I don't
is a
know how
different
I'm going to
thing.
fit this in, but I will make it a thing. This is dumb and stupid, and I love it. All right. So it's now Prof's go.
All right. So this is the part where I'm probably going to miss, but I'm going to try and attack 2 of the horses, see if I can make them fall and cause some sort of chain reaction of fallen horses.
Okay.
Ha! 21 to hit.
Ha! Yes.
All right, 5 damage.
Cool.
I'll attack another horse next to it. Ha! That's 11.
Ha! No.
And now it's not going to hit.
You basically you hit one of them, and you see your arrow sinking pretty deep. But that's about it. What do you want to do now?
I'm going to run over towards Sensa.
Who's standing right next to you?
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to hold Sensa, grab Sensa by the back, and say, Clack! And hope to God that Clack comes over towards us.
Clack, you hear a shout for you.
Yep. No shit. I say that back.
Yep.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. Let's say you can RP this out. They have 60 feet. You have some time. You have a little bit of time, like the smallest amount of time to do this.
Cool. I'm going to look over at them, look over at the horde. Out of my mouth, you see me just open it and just and a big fireball comes out. And I cast Flaming Sphere, and I drop it 60 feet in front of me, just sitting on the edge. So it is surrounded by a bunch of them.
Okay, good. I'm not even going to make you bother rolling for damage for that. You just cause fucking chaos. You just dump this fireball. It is fireball I gave you, wasn't it?
Flaming Sphere.
Flaming spear.
So that stays
It
out
sits
for
there.
up to a minute.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And they take fire damage if they fail a deck save from anything that starts this turn 5 feet within it.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
And then I clop on over and go, get on, asshole.
What do you want to do, Prof?
Oh, I thought we were still going in initiative order.
Oh no,
RPing.
I'll break initiative.
Okay,
for
yeah,
this.
no, I grab Sensa, and I leap off of the palisade, pulling Sensa with me, and hope to land on the back of Clack.
Very Princess Bride-esque.
Yes.
Okay, I will need you to make a dexterity check or acrobatics, and I'm going to need Clack to make a strength check because two very heavy somethings are landing on your back. They are only elves, they don't weigh a lot, but it's still not pleasant.
Hey, that's not bad. 22.
Holy crap.
9.
All right, so on a 22, you get you and Sensa landing on the back of the horse, but unfortunately, Clack, they landed much heavier than you thought they would.
Landed heel first.
Yeah, you basically like buckle onto your knees a little bit as this unacceptable weight is landed upon you.
As I land on top of him,
ass.
I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Well, I didn't take any damage, but I'll take it.
No.
Sure.
You did it, but yes.
Do it anyway, just so you can be like, huh, and get up and go.
Thank
you. Tell fat ass to think light.
Think light. You hear Sensa just like looking around. We're gonna say for the sake of brevity that Pawpaw Peak is right next to you guys. And you see Sensa just like look over at Pete like, so you can take all of us, right? And he like taps on the back of Clack's head.
Tell him yes.
Yes.
Then in that case, Sensa will put his hand out to Pawpaw Peak.
You should fucking wild shape into a warhorse.
I'm working on this, but
Well, if we can break initiative real fast,
Yes.
I'm like, I always knew there was a reason I liked you. As I scramble up onto the back of this horse.
as you get on, I'm wild shaping into a dire wolf.
Ooh.
Is that bigger than a horse?
Yes.
It's a large
Yeah.
beast with a strength score of 17.
Okay.
So I'll do
I mean, that was a legitimate question. I
Yeah.
just did not know.
Yep.
Okay, you transform into a very large direwolf. You are very large, you are grey, and as we kind of like pan out a little bit and see this amazing magical effect as like Pawpaw Pig jumps on you, and about exactly the same time you shapeshift into this direwolf. For those of us who are panning back and taking it from view, you look identical to Karuna, who is Zoltana's direwolf.
Oh.
I will deal with the implications of that another day. Okay.
Karuna is also a cursed person.
Side note: Karuna is actually the steed gifted to Zoltana by Tyr himself.
Ooh.
I will deal with the implications of that another day. That's future me's problem to deal with. The three of you are now on the back of this direwolf. Clack, you now have 2 elves and a pretty hefty feeling dwarf on your back. As you guys like jump on this, you actually see a lot of the other guards drop their weapons and begin to run in the other direction. You see Tessa standing, looking at her people break, and she turns and looks at you, and she looks at Proth. She turns and looks at Pete, and she says, "Where do you think you're going?"
The kid here, gotta help him get out before he dies. Kid's super fragile or whatever.
I'm not fragile.
Quiet kid, you're fragile.
She looks at you again, and she kind of frowns, and she says, "Well, we don't have a lot of time. Go to Falsam, let him know what's going on."
Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and I think I got enough money to start a restaurant in Falsam, so it all works out for me.
You just tell them what's happening here. We can try and hold them off as long as we can with whatever few of us remain. And you do actually see a lot of some of the older guard and some of the older generation are standing their ground. And you see on occasion like a couple of the younger ones just kind of like stop, look at them, look at you guys, and just kind of resign to their fate, pick up their weapons. Not all of them, don't get me wrong. Okay, you guys, what are you doing now? There is a mass of things coming at you. They are now at palisade walls, and you see them begin to go hand in hand with some of these older guard. There are a lot of people running away south. What are you guys doing?
As a character question,
Yes.
will I want to return to my owner or master?
Probably not. You are an asshole.
Cool. I am running away, not
Okay.
to Falsam.
Directly south, or almost directly south, is Falsam. That's the next town down. You would know this because you've actually just made that trip.
Cool. Is there another town nearby?
There are a couple of other towns nearby. You still have to head south out. You don't have to go past Falsam to do it, and you can just head south. I mean, it took you almost 3 days to get here from Falsam. There's a couple of little places that you could stop up on the way. So for sure you can do that.
I will start heading that way, but my goal is to never enter Falsam.
Okay, cool beans. Actually, that makes things even funnier. Cool. Okay, you guys are rushing and making your way out and heading south. All right, I need to know. So, Clack, you are not going to Falsam, correct?
Correct.
Roughly an hour later, your wolf form shifts and fades, and you turn back into a horse. With all this extra weight, you just kind of feel that buckling in your knees. Take a strength check for me, unless you want to throw them.
Sure. That is a 17.
A 17. You just about manage to hold all 3 of them on your back, but you are definitely not moving at all at speed. It's just like a very slow slog from this point.
As soon as
I stop, I duck down, and I bray.
I was gonna say, as soon as I see
Get off.
he's transforming back into a horse and he slows down, I hop off.
All right, Sensa follows suit.
I'll get off.
All right, Pete, staying on board.
No, I'm sorry. I said I'll get off. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Probably having me talking. All right. Okay, so the 4 of you are probably about an hour out of Dalry. It's about midday-ish. You can see if any of you look back towards Dalry, you can see that there are some flames. You can't quite hear the screaming. You're too far away to hear that now. You can't really hear the sounds of battle anymore, but you know it's going on. You can see that there is smoke being put into the air. You can see flames reaching up. It's not a pretty sight from where you are. What do you guys want to do now?
Well, I did say I'd go to Falsam, so I'm gonna go to Falsam. You know, I'm gonna do what I said for once. Go to a place.
That sounds good. Yes, we should keep going to Falsam.
It's good because we have to get Clack back to Falsam and we have to tell them that the army is coming.
What time of day is it?
About midday.
Okay. And it'll be a while till we get to Falsam, right?
Yeah, probably about 2 days.
Okay. I'll continue on the way, and if nothing happens, at morning, can I jump ahead a little bit, or do you have something to
I don't have anything between here and there. I just wanted to know where you guys ended up.
So about a day or 2 in, whichever one, after everyone sleeps and such.
Yep.
I'm going to inform them that I'm going to go off and try and find some food for myself, and I'm just going to walk away and go towards a different town.
Okay. Take a deception check for me. Anyone who wishes to try and see into the motive of this horse, which I think may only be Proth, because I think he's the only one who may be able to understand. unless you think Paw Peak would have a very good reason for questioning the intent of this horse.
Nah, Popo Pig don't care about that horse.
Shouldn't be in the bar, right? It's bad.
Shouldn't be in a bar, exactly. Horses are filthy creatures.
So is someone inciting me?
I'm
or?
inciting you.
Cool. What'd you get?
What'd you get?
0. So did you beat
Yeah,
that?
I got an 8.
How'd you
Okay.
get 0?
Because I have a -2.
Oh.
So like when I'm telling him, I'm like kind of miming it out. I do like a little walking. I pretend to eat, and then I make a running away. I'm like, no, I was not supposed to relay that bit.
I'll turn to Clack and
Hold on.
have Speak with Animals cast at this point. I'm gonna get my spell.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm gonna say, Clack,
Yep.
you don't want to go to Falsam, do you?
Nay.
Sure.
Why don't you want to go to Falsam?
Well, you heard, little asshole over there, that I need to be returned to my master, and I'm not someone's property. I'm a horse, half elf. Elf? I I'm something that's not actually a horse. And I don't belong to anyone. I don't want to go back. I'm a person. Horse person. I'm a person, though.
Do I know anything about Falsam?
You would know that Falsam is technically a part of the Dawn now. That'll be pretty big news for everyone in the local area. You know that there is a prison there. You would know that there is the seat of the Witcher Society is there. You know they do a lot of trading there. If you want to know anything else, roll a history check. You don't have to, but
I'll try it just because. It's probably going to be bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's an 11.
yeah, it's about, you know.
Okay. So I'll say to Clack, if we go to Falsam, we don't have to bring you to this master of yours.
What are you going to tell Sansa, though?
Let me figure that out. Perhaps maybe, since the Wishes Society is there, we may be able to inquire about a way to restore your form.
Are they returning me to the Witches Society? Or is this someone else I'm being returned?
They're supposed to be returning you to a stables, which is just outside of Falsam, like literally just outside the gates.
Okay. I have an idea then. If we're going in there and maybe they can revert me back, I'll go in under a different animal form so they don't think that I'm goddamn horse. And we can go about it that way. But if Sansa's gonna
Sensa.
turn me in, Sansa Stark is gonna turn me in. Listen, enemies came from the north. I was a dire wolf. There's a lot of similarities to that flippin' puppet show that everyone loves.
You're right. We basically just started playing Game of Thrones.
Yes.
I will talk to Sensa. Do not worry.
Cool. Well, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. I guess I won't trot off now. I still want an apple, though.
We'll get you an apple. That's fine.
I want 2.
Okay. You can have 2.
3?
Don't push your luck.
All right, I'll take 2. Thanks.
So then I will turn to Sensa and say, Sensa,
Yes.
we're going to Falsam, yes?
Yes, I mean, the very nice elf man gave me lots of money.
Very nice elf man. Who was this elf man?
Yes. Balance.
Balance. Well, as you have known so far, this horse, Clack, you're quite familiar with. Have you noticed anything
Yes.
strange about him?
Yes, I think it was a lion, but that may just been the heat of battle, so I'm not really sure.
No. Definitely was a lion at some point.
So he's actually a lion.
No.
Oh, jeez. Tear.
Sensa, Clack
Yes?
is a person.
Of course he's a person. He's a horse.
No, as in an actual
Horses.
elven person trapped in the body of a horse.
I nod.
Clack looks at. Sorry, Clack. Sensa looks at you, looks at Pete, looks at Clack, looks back at you, and is just like, I don't know if you're being serious.
Have I ever lied to you before, Sensa?
I don't think so.
I cast Druidcraft and I make a flower in my little hoof and I raise it and I show it to him and then I stomp it on the ground.
I think he's just I think he's just a dick. It's just a bad tempered horse.
Now, I will say, you are right,
Hey,
but still a person. And you would also be angry too if you were trapped in the body of a horse, wouldn't you?
Pete, have you ever heard of anything so ridiculous?
No, I ain't never heard nothing about no druids being trapped in horses.
'Cause
If anything, he's a horse who thinks he's a person.
I think I'm with him on this one. Do you think he's just... Because I can commune with animals too. You taught me that. But maybe he's just pulling your leg.
I turn to the nearest tree and I cast Thorn Whip by casting it using my tongue out of my mouth and I whip it around a tree and come back.
Oh no, that's a devil. You want to get rid of that right away.
Not a devil. Oh my God.
No, that's definitely a devil. I seen devils, okay? Pulled Pork Pete knows a lot about demons and devils.
A person as a horse is too much, but a devil you've seen.
Yeah, devils are always walking around. They're always trying to get into pig pens, trying to steal my pigs. It's a big problem.
I'll knock it down to one apple if you allow me to clop him.
You see Sensa just like lean into Proth a little bit, like, I think there might be something wrong with Pete. I think I'm believing your narrative a little bit more right now.
Yes. Okay. Well, Sensa. Sensa, listen.
Yes.
You can trust me wholeheartedly. Everything I've taught you is true. I've trained you as much as I can, and I'm going to continue training you. And you believe me and you trust me, right?
Yes.
Yes. So,
yes.
we are going to go to Falsam. But we are not going to go to this master of his. We are going to go to the Witches' Society when we get there and see if maybe there's something that we can do for Clack.
Tell dumb man that they can cure me of the devil.
I don't know. If I were you, I'd take him to the church and I'd let them look at him because he's probably a demon.
Well, the witches will be able to tell if he's also a demon, and we can take care of that if we have to.
Unless he's working with the witches.
Don't think there's a...
Okay. I mean, you're the master. I'll have to follow you in this, so...
Okay.
If you think that taking him to the Witches' Society is a thing, maybe we can just cure him of, his bad temper, if nothing else.
I do.
Okay,
Well,
that's fine.
does either of them have the ability to talk to me too, or is that just you?
Sensa does, I think.
Can you tell him to cast his spell so that way I can
Sensa,
tell him?
Sensa, speak with Clack, please.
Okay, fine. You see Sensa's eyes glow purple the same way that yours do, become more intense. His eyes aren't purple, but his eyes mimic yours. And you see him just like kind of like beep 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 meh meh. And then he looks at Clack.
Hi, I'm not really a horse. I'm a person. I got changed into this. I've been cursed. It sucks. I've been very angry at you. I'm very sorry about that. I'm really not though. He sucks. I point to Devil Man over there, Mr. Pork Man. I don't want to go back to my master. I would really appreciate it if you don't allow me to do that so I can get changed back into my normal self. I'm a druid. Hi, I'm Clack.
You see like Sensa just like go stock still for a moment, like, what the fuck? And then he's just like, oh, so you're a druid.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, Thor.
I'll make a comparison. Did you ever read the old tales of the Animorphs?
No.
No, well, there's this character named Tobias who got stuck in this form, and it sucked. And he can transform into other things, but he always had to revert to a normal form. That's me in this story.
Oh, that
His
sucks.
life is a story. It does suck. It's awful.
In the background, Pete is sharpening his machete like, I ain't ever had no pulled devil horse before.
Pete, I swear to tear, you will not lay a finger on the horse. Stick with pork.
Okay.
You want to have a devil horse just hanging around, huh? You don't want to try no pulled
Not
devil
a devil
horse?
horse.
Better be real fucking spicy, man.
Okay. On the constant threat of having Clack being turned into some sort of pulled horse. Would it be hauled horse?
I don't know, but if he touches me, I'm going to show him that there's also a human type of glue.
Before this
That's just called paste.
before this comes completely unstuck, I'm gonna wrap this up. Ew. The four of you make your way back towards Falsam. Some of you back towards Falsam. You arrive, and that's where your kind of tale ends. As you make your way towards the Witches' Society, we may pick up this again at some point, but who knows? However, you guys make your way there. You deliver your warning to the Witches' Society, and Clack is also delivered into their TLC. We zoom out for a moment, and we see Dalry. Dalry is in complete ruins. Everything has been gutted. Everything has been destroyed. A lot of the people were seized and taken and pulled back the same way that Thistle was. And as we see this horde just of various duplications of the people that they have stolen. We're probably looking at nearly a 400 strong army as it begins to make its way towards Falsam heading south. We see 3 figures appear just on the top of a crest of a hill, looking down, seeing these amassed creatures of duplications. And we see on horseback, we see a dwarf, a half-dwarf, and an elf. The elf is familiar to some of us, as he looks very much like our Prince Laffian.
Hello everyone, Ral here. I wasn't in this episode. Oh. Well, someone forgot this episode was coming out then, and then forgot to get someone else to do an outro. And, hey guys, Neil here. This one snuck up on us. I don't think we had an outro ready, so I'm just doing a quick one here to remind you guys all to check out the other shows on the Spark Network. I hope you enjoyed the Taking Initiative cast here in our special bonus episode. Taking Initiative is, of course, a show on the Spark Network. If for some reason you haven't checked them out yet, please do so. They are awesome. As always, of course, you can find more information about other shows on the network at thespark.network. If you want to support the show, oh God, it's so hard to not do Rawls' accent when doing these things. If you want to support the show, one of the best ways to help us out is to tell a friend about the show. You can shout at us on Twitter. That's always a big help. You can find us on Twitter at TLDpod. If you have any questions, comments about the show, you can send them to the Lucky Die Podcast at gmail.com. And just to wrap things up here real quick, special thanks to all of our Patreon supporters. We love you all so very much. Of course, that is a very, very, very big way for you to help out the show. We have some very, very, very big plans for the future for our Patreon subscribers. Once we reach $100 a month, we're going to be releasing a special campaign set in the wonderful, mysterious world of Kino, run by Volonda, and featuring some of the people that you have heard here, maybe today. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe. You can find our Patreon at patreon.com/TLDpod, where you can check some of those tiers out and see if there is something you would enjoy there. Also, we are taking suggestions for things that you guys would like to see in the future from our Patreon content. You can email those suggestions to us at the email address that I said earlier, theluckydiepodcast@gmail.com. Also, we have a Discord. You can find a link to that on our Twitter, I believe. We like to chat with you guys, so if you aren't already in there, get in there. Again, thank you so much to all of our Patreon supporters. All of those funds are going to go into making the show bigger and better and doing the best we can for you guys because we enjoy this project a lot. So thank you all so, so very much. Next week's episode is going to take up where we left off in Shatbach. So some very exciting episodes, of course, about to come up from that. So we'll see you there. But until then, thank you all so much for listening. We will see you all next week. Bye.
The Spark Network. Imagine what your idea can do.